Wait a second, let me tell them, because they don't know. This flag is now, Clinton passed this into law. He signed this into law. On federal buildings, this particular flag will fly next to the American flag. I don't understand why the American flag... On what?
On particular holidays.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It does, and...
I think it does matter, yeah. Because there are a lot of people, in the veterans community especially,
There's a lot
who
of
care
people that
very
are
much
missing
about
in action. And
Yeah.
I think that, therefore, we should have maybe a flag up for a person who was in a sitcom in the 50s, and that now they're just like, who the hell knows where they are? So let's put a flag up on the post office.
Oh, yes, you do.
Your way doesn't make money.
Because it brings attention to this important issue.
Why is it more important than breast cancer? Why is it more important than drunk driving? Why is it more important than cops who were killed?
To some people it isn't, but to the veterans it is. So on veterans' holidays, you fly this flag. That's very easy.
That's what Veterans Day is
wait,
for.
I mean, wait.
You
don't really see the difference between those unfortunate souls that happen to have children taken away by drunk drivers and those people that choose or it's chosen for them to go off to a foreign land, fight for the flag, and either die or be taken capture or just be missing. I mean, I think that these people deserve a special place of respect. And since we are putting so much pressure on a flag being so respectful, I believe that they should have their flag. And on veterans' holidays, we should fly it and we should respect it.
But the red in the American flag is there to symbolize the blood spilled. That is the American flag.
No, I agree.
I don't know what the stars mean,
idea.
but I know the...
Bad idea.
For you, Bill, the stars are for you.
I think
well, you know, there are issues that are important to left-handed Lithuanian tuba players, too. And if they get their special holidays, then they can fly their flag. On veterans' holidays, fly this flag.
But that's all he's asking is for the veterans' holidays.
No, no, they're for all holidays. It's for all federal holidays. That's...
No, only specific ones.
Well, I have a problem even with that, because then for every state...
Are you single?
Am I single? Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
cool.
don't you think
that's great. No, that's just great. That's great.
Don't you think this splits the country into special? Don't you think we need things that bring the country under one symbol?
But I think that does.
Splitting it up.
Nobody is split because we want to.
But everyone is going to want to get in on this.
You need therapy. That's what you need, Adrian.
On this one, and I did before. I have to actually on this one.
And you need a lot of love. You need a lot of love. I can feel it from you right now. I know, the war sucked, man. It really sucked. But a flag isn't going to take away that pain.
No, it's not. But it's going to help us remember those who are still over there suffering.
We remember.
Still over there.
I want to get
more than I am.
Do you really think there are people still over there? Anyone who's still there wants to be, man.
No, there's a lot of evidence that there are.
Held against their will?
1,500 sightings.
You've seen Rambo too many times. You think there's MIAs still being held over there against their will?
There is a lot of evidence that there is, yeah, Bill. Honestly.
What is the evidence?
Live sightings from refugees who've come to this country and told where they are.
In Vietnam?
Yes. In Vietnam, in Laos, and Cambodia, but mostly in Vietnam.
They're not.
That's why they cannot admit now
that there's people captured in this country all the time. You know, I mean, people are captured. I'm actually abducted. Right. I don't necessarily want to be here, but
you can dismiss it as cuckoo, Bill. But there is the evidence there. Well, there are these sightings, and the government is not.
Innumerable investigations by government committees that came up with the opposite conclusion.
What they've been investigating
you trust those government committees, Bill? wait a second. I mean, you're like our spokesperson. I mean, I don't believe that you believe those reports that come from the government. I mean, I certainly don't. And lead me, boy.
You're right. I got to take a break. We're way over time. We'll come back.
Let him get the money and then just take it from him.
But who's playing who? Pam Grier, Samuel L. Jackson, Robert Forster, Richard Fonda, Michael Keaton, and Robert De Niro. Jackie Brown.
Is she dead? Yes or no? Is she dead?
Pretty much.
Rated R. Christmas Day everywhere.
Now, you have a, Karen, you have a what?
I'm just going, you're going to her.
Well, it's very rare when we have a guest on the show who has something up before the Supreme Court, and at the moment, you do. Now, in 1990, Congress passed a law requiring the NEA, the National Endowment for the Arts, to consider, quote, general standards of decency, which has never been your forte.
That's right.
Wait, and now...
Or Congresses.
That's why it makes such a good guest.
That's a good point, Judd. But now you and 3 other performance artists are saying you're being censored, but you're not really being censored. It's not like Congress is saying you can't do your art. They're just saying we're not going to pay to see a bullwhip. Never mind.
But of course, we all have paid to see the bullwhip, haven't we?
But we haven't used the government to
we all
come in
went
and
down
take the
to
money
Cuba.
out of your pocket in taxes.
And I want to fund that so I can see a bigger and better bullwhip. So,
But isn't that true? It's not really censorship, as you claim.
well, look, it isn't really, no, it isn't about censorship. What, well, it is about censorship. What it is about...
Incompetent to even judge what is art at all. They shouldn't be funding art to begin with.
I agree with you,
What
sir.
it is that
Yes.
decency shouldn't be in the area of deciding what's good in art. I mean, what is decent, indecent? Blowing your nose, not blowing your nose, having
Well, of course
spinach
not.
in your teeth? I mean, you know, so it's just totally a ridiculous kind of way of trying to be censor speech, and using the art is
But
really
why
a
should
scapegoat.
the government
Same
be
thing, but
sponsoring
yeah,
the art to begin with?
Well, no.
Why
because-
should any-
It's
Yes,
the
I think
taxpayers
Who's
that
deciding what is art?
Because we pay for tax.
Yes, we do.
professionals.
Professionals.
Yes, that's right.
Like a peer group.
Yes, that's correct.
So,
No, not
let's
a
say-
peer group.
Okay,
They're
let's
not
say you
my
get a peer
friends.
group that's composed of Hugh Hefner, Larry Flynn, and Bob Guccione. What are they going to
They're
call
not
art?
artists.
You know
Those
what they're
are
going to call art.
Those are pornographers, and those aren't
the bullwhip.
necessarily
Yeah.
my peer group. No, they have artists that are...
But wouldn't any...
There's some humor in here somewhere, but I missed it. I just...
So did Maplethorpe.
And that's what the government said about your art. They missed it.
They missed it. No, they did.
And
I don't
why do
think
you
it-
even
No, they
care?
did not miss my art. They obviously noticed my art.
Why do you even
Therefore,
want
why it's
Jesse
caused
Helms'
so much,
approval? Wouldn't you be more of an artist if Jesse Helms wanted to
No,
disdain?
what it is I don't want his approval, but I don't want his
But you want his
disapproval.
money.
Yes, I would like to not be restricted. I have problems, even though
I
I
would
don't...
too,
really
but I have to
find
take
it-
commercials
No, I-
all the
yes, I
time.
have
Like right
restricted-
now,
You can't
I have to
command
take
that
a
I-
commercial. All right, we're talking about government funding. Let me give you some statistics right from your own NEA. From 1965 to 1994, for 120. Dance companies, 37 to 400. Orchestras, 100 to 230. Why does the government...
Wait, that's great. That's great. I think that any kind of
it's wonderful.
measure of any cultural society are these, you know, myriad of
You don't think they
interests in the arts. I mean, I think that's wonderful that with government support, this country has grown by leaps and bounds.
Are we measuring what is really the interest of society or what is of the interest of the government, the senators and congressmen who are supporting it? If there was interest in the society, they'd be supporting it themselves without having tax
everyone
money
has an
taken out of their
interest in
pocket.
art,
People
though. I think,
go.
yeah, and I don't think it's. Here's the scoop. Say it's the same thing as we pay our taxes and we build streets, and you may not drive down Fairfax Avenue, but you've helped pay for it. It's the same thing with the arts. The trouble is with all of these things, there's no way to solve it if people with
But
specific.
there's no way somebody is going to
Fairfax is
force
not
me
like
to,
art.
I'll vote for you.
to pave a street that I don't like. That has nothing to do with it. It's a matter of faith. Roads
But
are
why
absolutely
is it-
necessary.
But wait a second,
but
wait a
you're
second.
talking about
Necessary, right.
art, and
Government
art comes
does
in
what's
with taste.
necessary, not what's frilly.
Well, maybe government should learn to do more than just what is necessary, but to do what is visionary,
The
to do
problem
what
is
is
they've been doing it for far too
altruistic.
long. They need to pull
You want to
back on
give
it.
government more money to just create man.
No.
That's a bad idea.
I think create man is a lot better than kill man. And I think that...
Kill?
Yes, kill man. I mean, supporting war, kill man.
You know what? You'd be speaking British, Russian, or German if our government didn't know how to kill.
Well, you know,
Wait, you know something?
Or Vietnamese.
Hey,
those bastards
wait.
are about to come over here.
Wait, you know something? If our government didn't know how to kill, we would be speaking English, we would have come from Britain, and we wouldn't have killed all the native peoples here that we just celebrated over Thanksgiving.
Oh, we
You know, I don't think so.
The British would have that much faster. Yeah. But who knows what would have happened? The point is...
That's an inside joke.
I think it's just very simple. I think art is important for the soul of this culture, and I think it's important for us to be supporting art.
Culture.
Yes,
No
culture.
argument on that, but
And
that
I
doesn't mean the
think
government
museums-
has to pay for it.
Yeah, the government does have to
But I
pay
don't
for it
think
because
it-
we have
Why?
museums And we have many different companies that, yes, you
And
have to
all
get
the museums
some
were
kind of...
set up not by government, but by private individuals
No,
and foundations.
No, you're wrong
Talk
about that.
Tell that to Andrew Carnegie.
Well, Andrew Carnegie, also what happens then is that, yes,
Well,
he built the libraries, but who pays for the libraries now? Carnegie's been dead for a long time, so your argument
But
doesn't
there's a
go
lot of
very
stuff
far.
that is being supported
because it's
by
public money
institutions,
that
by
buys those
foundations.
books.
But is it possible to have too much art? Is it possible to have too many people who say, look at me, I'm doing art? Don't some people have to actually watch?
No, I mean, I think that not everyone is doing performance art. Not everyone is actually painting or writing or sculpting, but, you know, it's affecting all of us. I don't do those things.
Talent.
Right, and there's a fact that there are more people now in America who write poetry books than read poetry books.
Well, that's nice. That's great.
Yeah.
I mean,
that way their work can get out there and struggle for its place in the marketplace. And if it's any good, people will start to read it. If it isn't,
it's cool.
who cares?
So that's what we're saying. If government subsidizes, it sort of makes the artist not have to,
Well, artists aren't really subsidized anymore. Now, I don't think that that's a good thing, but I think that it's
You don't think subsidizing is a good thing?
No, I think that it is a good thing, but I don't think it's a good thing, the fact that it isn't happening anymore. I mean, the National Endowment for the Arts has basically do not support artists anymore. I mean, that's a...
Who do you
that's
No, that's a
been-
good organization. No, we can't pick on the NEA, right? Okay.
They support, you know, institutions, but they're not
I'll go
supporting
to your
us.
drive-in.
Well, I don't want, and you're going to be surprised to hear this.
Okay, I have to take a break. We'll come right back.
Join us tomorrow when our guests will be Larry Klayman, Heather Page Kent, Werner Klemperer, and Jerry O'Connell.
All right, Adrian Cronauer, you were saying.
What I was saying before we were so rudely interrupted by a commercial.
Hurry up.
Karen, you're going to be surprised to hear this, but I don't want Jesse Helms telling me what is art. I want to decide for myself, and if I like it, I'll pay for it. Thank you very much. Jesse or anybody else, don't take money out of my pocket and make me pay for something I don't like.
Damn it, you're right.